Hello everybody, Navy Vet 70 with my number 5 Enfield again. And I have been having a lot of problems with case separation. I don't know how many times these have been reloaded, but you can see there's a slight bulge down here at the base, and that's after it's been sized in my Lee sizing die. But I do believe the chamber on this rifle is generous, and I need not to full length size these bullets. These, once I shoot them, I'm just going to throw them away because I can't tell you how many times I've reloaded them. I bought some new brass, and when I reload again, I will reload specifically for this rifle and just next size the brass. So I'm going to shoot these just to get rid of them. But I did buy a broken case remover, and we'll see how this works, because I can almost guarantee you we're going to have some more case separations. Now, I've never used this tool. All I've done is watch some videos on it, so you'll watch me fumble with it, trying to figure it out when we get to the next case separation. So let's get ready to shoot. Okay. We did have a fellow down there shooting a gimbal, and it's pretty loud. My experience with this microphone has been that it picks up my voice pretty well in spite of the noise. So I'm going to get the butt pad for this because this can get painful. This rifle was made in 1945, and the rubber on the back of here is long gone. Okay. Will be set for the last time I was shooting. They do say a wandering 0. Let's see. Good extraction. I can't really show you the expansion, but I'm shooting a Hornady 150 grain SP, I believe. I can tell you real quick. Yeah, and these are 312 bullets. I didn't resize them.
1 minute to ceasefire. 1 minute.
This rifle, the bore groove diameter is actually 312, which surprised me. And I'm using IMR 3031 at 36.5 grains, which is quite a bit different from where I started reloading this. This thing's a lot of fun to shoot, since we're getting close to a break. Magazine in this is really tight. One of the things they require at this range is the magazine be out and flags in place. Okay, so let's just wait. All right, the break's over. I'll just put the magazine in here. And I think we'll just shoot a few more and see what we got. Huh. No case failure. That's interesting. Well, I'll take a look here. Got this set 25 yards from last week. Huh. So far, not a very good group. Was doing better last week. All right, there's 10. I just keep going. These cases really don't look too bad yet. Wanted to bring my number 2 MK4 Star out, but I'm still waiting on the spring to come in. I did get sling swivels for it. If you watch my video on my Enfield training rifle, I was hoping that parts had come in, but I didn't have high hopes. Yeah, this rifle is a lot of fun to shoot. This is one of them classic firearms rifles. One of them Ethiopian guns. And stock's a little rough. The metal's got a weld repair up here on this bridge. For the life of me, I can't figure out why. But other than that, I'm not seeing any issues. It's definitely been used. Still no case failures. Interesting. I had case failures right off the bat last night. I didn't get 3 shots off last night, and I had case failures. That one, that's okay. For some reason, I was expecting that bolt to come up a little higher. I don't know why. If you missed out on these, when Classic had them for sale, you missed out. Gotta be honest though, I was reluctant knowing this was a turn-in condition Ethiopian used firearm. Because I did buy some stuff from Royal Tiger, and I'll never do that again. I mean, there's been a lot of people out there that had good results with their firearms, but a lot of their stuff is just junk. I don't know if Classic got to go over there and pick out what they wanted or how that worked. But the reason I know where these came from is because of the import stamp on here. I thought about restoring this to new condition. Gunsmith talked me out of it, and I was, like I said, just thinking about it. Had I done that, it would have lost all of its patina, and it would no longer be the firearm that it is. I mean, this is what they looked like when they were turned in. It's been used and abused. I'm really surprised at the bore on this. Just keep shooting. You know, I may not throw this brass away. I'll just neck size it. I was hoping to get a failure. We still may. It's not over yet. there we go. We have a failure. You can see that,
1 minute to cease fire. 1 minute.
that dropped out. So now we have to drop the magazine, and then this is really the hard part, getting that. There we go. It's not so hard if you know what you're doing. So if I understand it right, I need to clip that. Well, that's not going to work. So I guess I slide that in there like that. And then this goes over the top. Like that. I think the extractor grabs it. And then you pull it out. And there you have it. See, that worked pretty good. And then
Fire on the fire line. Next fire line safe. Next fire on one of the fans. Magazine out. Exit open. Paper flag split. Shooter stand by yellow line.
And then I have to unscrew it.
Select the fire line clear. Shooters go down right now. Check the same target. Put up a new target. Pick up the brass. And then return that line yellow.
Okay, and then it's that pulls out. You see these got little grippers right there, and this is a tapered mandrel, and the bolt grabs this rim. This, it goes up into the neck, and then when you pull back on the bolt, it pulls that mandrel back and expands this part, and the grippers grab into the neck and pull the case out. So it's not a range-ending day when you bring your broken case puller. I got that case puller on eBay. I bought 2 of them because I thought maybe I could modify one to use in my Dutch Mannlicher, because I use the same cases in the Dutch Mannlicher, but they've been necked down to 6.5. But after I got it, I realized that won't work because I've been having the same issue with the Dutch Mannlicher as far as case failures. So it's pretty cool you got to see that. I knew it was going to happen, so, you know. We're not. There we go. We'll just keep going. It's kind of cool. It doesn't end my day at the range. I may get some more of those for some of my other firearms that distort the cases badly. But then again, next time I load, I'm just going to neck size. And the reason that these fail, the load's not that bad. I'm not getting any pressure signs or anything like that. So the reason these are failing is because they are expanding quite a bit to fill this chamber. The chamber is really generous. It's not, doesn't appear to be wore out, and I base that on the bore condition. It's just the way this gun was made. And when I reload for these, I'm using a full-length sizing, and it's bringing these cases back down, squeezing them back down to the specifications. And so the expanding, contracting, it fatigues the metal, and that's even with annealing. Now this one, I can see the beginnings of the failure. There's a real fine crack starting to form in there. So my best option, even though I don't want to do it, is to throw this brass away and start with new brass. Once fired, I'll fire it all brand new, and then I will anneal everything and mix size from then on. And I've never kept track of how many reloads I've had on a firearm, but I may do that this time, because these cases that I bought will be specifically for this particular rifle. I've got two 303 caliber rifles, so I will have to reload just specifically for those guns, and that should make a lot of difference. So these cases are no good, so they're all going in the trash, and then I'm going to start over. But like I said, buying that case extractor did not ruin my whole day. At close ranges, which if you're a deer hunter, this would be a nice firearm for that. I mean, it's not shooting really tight groups, but most of my shots were not long range when I was deer hunting. However, I have to use a scope because of my eyesight, especially when most of my deers were harvested early in the morning or in the evening when the light's starting to get low and I can't really see the sights. So I'm going to shoot this whole thing up, and then I will take you down range and show you. So there were 3 missing when I started, because I shot 3 last week and then had a case failure. I'd like to show you where they start to separate, but that kind of detail will not show up on the camera. So but it appears these SPs, these quantity SPs, they're working pretty good. Now for my number 1, my maiden Lithgow, my groove diameter is 314. So these bullets don't really work very well because they're a little too small. So I've got some 322 thousandths diameter 8mm bullets that I use, and I resize them to 314. And I'm going to try this same, I think they're 150 grains also, I'll have to check, but I'm going to try this 3031 in the number 1 and see how that works. So that'll be my next project. Yeah, if you can, like, I'm looking to see my groups down there. You got like 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 6 flyers, and then I got somewhat of a group. But I'll show you. I'll show you when we finish these up. thing is smooth. The bolt is really smooth. It feeds really smooth. It's getting hot. I can see the heat barrage on the barrel. Okay. There's another one. Do a case separation. So what we do, drop the magazine. Alright. There's a case down in there. Slide this down in the bore. And the extractor grabs the lip. And out comes the case. Just like that. Alright. And take it apart. Now try. Ouch. That's sharp. It's sharp right where the case separated. And then it falls out. So there's two. And I'm bleeding. Yep.
1 minute to ceasefire. 1 minute.
Alright. So we got another break coming up. So I'll just pause the camera. That case is sharp. Cut my thumb. Well, break's over. I went down and talked to the guy that's got the Garand down there. He's got a nice one from the CMP that was refurbished by the CMP. It's a beautiful rifle. It's been reparkerized. Got a new stock on it. Rebarreled. He's testing reloads at 100 yards. So okay, that must be 10. Alright. Well, there's two case failures. That still hasn't ruined my day. Trigger pull on this is really nice too. I don't know how many pounds it is or anything, but it's you come up until it stops and pull the trigger. It's ready to go. I come up to right there. I can feel it's ready to release the sear. You can see a little play in the trigger, and you just take that up and we'll play, and then you'll feel spring tension, and then nothing, and then it's tight, and you are ready to shoot then. That was all of them. All right, I got 4 more, and that's it. And I'll throw all these away. And start over with new brass. I got quite a bit of range brass too, but I didn't have any issues with case separation until I started shooting this rifle. And since I didn't keep track of how many times I reloaded, and I wasn't neck sizing, we're running into case failures. So, when in doubt, throw them out. And that's it. So 4. And that was all 47 cases. And 2 case failures. And it wasn't a range day ending occurrence this time. So at the break, we'll go down and see what we got. There's the results at 50 yards. For the most part, you've got most of them are right here. There's some nice tight group there. Another one here. My point of aim was right here. And I think in my last video, I got it adjusted in pretty good. So there may be something to the wandering zero. It's the exact same load. So just one of the quirks of owning, reloading, and shooting a number 5.